Mills Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Mills Fleet Farm is your fishing headquarters.
Welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. We're chasing walleyes on the Wolf River near Fremont, Wisconsin.
John Gillespie!
Just a big, beautiful fish.
Oh, is that awesome? Holy moly! Oh my God! Look at the size of that walleye, Danny! Look at the size of that fish. Yes, folks, here we are in April with Captain Matt Merten. And Matt, you know, we really could be ice fishing with the kind of spring we've had, couldn't we?
I think we could go down a little ways. We could get on the ice.
It's been an unusual spring, folks. Very, very cold. And we're on the Wolf River. And Matt, are the fish up here a lot now?
There's waves of them coming through. There will be for the next probably week or two, maybe three, all dependent on weather. As soon as we have a couple of warm days, warms that water temp up to that critical temperature, then the fish start having relations in the marshes or the river, wherever there's enough water, and then they start heading back with the current.
Well, Lake Winnebago is a really interesting system. First of all, there's no closed season on walleyes, which is neat. There's no size limit. The fish are delicious to eat, in my opinion. And when you look at a map of the whole system, you've got Lake Winnebago, then you have Lake Butamore, then Poygan, and we're on the Wolf River north of Poygan. Now, do most of these fish from the system come up the rivers to spawn, Matt, in your opinion?
I don't have any real good evidence to say that, but a good portion of them do, I believe, but there's also a good portion of them that spawn on the lakes.
Okay, so we're gonna have fun today?
I think so.
And you're gonna teach Blake how to jig walleyes in a river?
She already knows, I'll bet.
Yeah, she'll catch some fish. Hey folks, we'll show what we're using and how we're using it, all of that coming up right after this.
You can't choose the weather, but you can choose to dress for it. Introducing Blackfish Performance Wear for the ultimate sun protection and cooling comfort. Using chemical-free cooling technology, our Shade and Eclipse series is designed with unique fabric to wick moisture away, as well as create pockets for air to keep you cool. Whether on the boat or on the dock, choose Blackfish, because you can choose the weather. Blackfishgear.com.
My dad was never too busy to take me fishing. It was our special time together. He taught me which lures to use, how to cast, how to land big fish. Some days were better than others. Now that I'm older, I treasure those memories of our time on the water, and am glad that I can make new memories for my kids. Mills Fleet Farm, helping to create outdoor memories since 1955.
From the makers of the best-selling Yamaha Grizzly and Kodiak 700 comes the all-new Kodiak 450, the world's only midsize ATV with Yamaha-proven off-road capability, all-day comfort, and confidence-inspired performance. The all-new Kodiak 450, starting at just $59.99.
Hey, welcome back, folks. As I mentioned at the top of the program, walleye fishing on the Wolf River near Fremont, Wisconsin. And Matt, I'll tell you what, this Google Eye jig was hot for me on the Fox River in De Pere a couple of weeks ago. Has a glass eye with a little rattle in it. Sometimes noise can be a benefit to catching walleyes, right?
A lot of times, I believe, especially when you got a little bit dirtier water.
And you just tip that Google Eye with?
Minnow or a crawler, or a leech, any sort of meat. Plastic.
Okay, and you use that Altera to vertical jig and stay vertical?
That's correct, yep.
Okay, now make sure Blake catches a walleye today, will you?
No problem.
All right. What did that take you?
I don't know, at least a minute.
Oh, here he comes. Ooh, nice walleye. You need the net? No, you're just going to flip. That's a 17-incher you're flipping in there, Matt.
Yeah, it's all good.
No, that is cool. And you know, we got temperature today is going to be mid-30s, about 40. Does weather affect these fish a lot this time of year? Hold them up, by the way.
Yeah, they'll slow down a little bit once we, like we're going to get a snow tomorrow. That's going to slow things down a bit.
Yeah, but I mean, that is a beautiful eating walleye there. And you know, I've talked about it for years, the eating quality of the Lake Winnebago walleyes.
Second to none.
It really is.
I think so.
Yeah.
Not just because I live here and fish here, but I've been around quite a few different places, and it's a good eating fish here.
Good start, buddy.
Yep. Thanks.
Well, let's see what we got here, Matty. And fighting pretty good. And
Oh,
what is that, Matt? That is a giant sucker, huh?
yeah.
Are they in here spawning too?
I don't know when they spawn.
That's not the desired catch of the day.
I don't know too much about these.
Yeah, but hold them up there. I mean, you know, my buddy Pete Mena would love to have that this fall, you know?
I guess they're delicious pickled.
Yeah, I've heard that. Actually, guys fish for them on the Bay of Green Bay.
Actually, I think that's called a red horse.
But that is not our fish of choice for the day.
It's not what we're after.
Hey, see, wally, just lift them in, Blake. There you go.
Hey, it's little, but I got one.
No, now that gives you a little bit of confidence though, right?
Yep, I'm getting the hang of it.
And really, you got to stay on the bottom like Captain Matt told you. Now that's a little, sorry about that, but that one is a little too little to eat.
That's
but
okay.
no, see.
That did give me hope though.
But what did he tell you about jigging?
Yeah, hit the bottom, only go up a little bit, and then just get that subtle movement.
Yeah, and you just want to you got to keep hitting that bottom all the time though. Hey, Matty, you're hooked up. I hope this isn't another sucker, buddy. You caught 2 suckers so far, and feel like a walleye?
Felt like one.
All right. Oh, yeah, that's a beautiful walleye, Matt. Look at the size of that fish. Hey, man, that is a beautiful fish. That is probably a female, right?
Yeah, that's definitely.
Man, is that gorgeous. He just smoked that thing, too. And was that one of your homemade jigs or the Google Eye?
That was a homemade one.
Okay. But yeah, hold them up. That is gorgeous, buddy. That is a beautiful fish. And you know, we're going to talk here in a second about vertical jigging, but bottom contact is really important, isn't it?
The most important.
Really?
Yeah.
Now hold that one out. What is that, about a 21, 22?
Yeah, I'd say somewhere's right around there.
Hey, Matt, beautiful walleye there. But what we're talking about is vertical jigging here. And obviously you use the bow mount to cut against the current. But what do? You put your jig, we're using a 1/4 ounce all the way down to the bottom?
Gotta keep contact with bottom, keep bouncing on bottom.
Okay, so then you don't lift your rod up much, huh? When you're jigging?
Just a few inches.
And then again, hit the bottom again. And how can you feel the bite? Is it usually on the drop?
Usually on the drop, you'll feel a tick or a clunk on the way down.
And can you hit them right away?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, okay. Boy, you got a knack for this, you know that, buddy? But it really...
You just jiggle it around a little bit until something
Look at that.
bites on it.
Another beautiful walleye. But again, just pounding that bottom real slowly, right?
Right.
I think it's your homemade jigs. You know that? Now, you know, we're in April now, Matt. You know, there's really kind of a neat timetable to the river fishing here. Once the walleyes go out, the white bass come in, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And that's a lot of fun, isn't it?
Oh, we beat the daylights out of them on flies. It's a real hoot.
Here we go, Matt, front of the boat, buddy. And there we go. That's a little guy. But you know what's interesting here, folks? And I just put a heavier jig on. And I started out with a 1/4 ounce. And Matt, you said go to a 3/8. And that is such a key to this type of fishing, folks, is having a jig that's heavy enough to keep bottom contact like that. And Matt, when you're lifting up to drop back down, it's really just really short pull-ups, isn't it?
Yeah, John, when the water's cold, I don't get real aggressive with the jig. Just put it in front of their face when it's cold and let them eat it.
And again, as soon as you feel pressure, set the hook, right?
Right away.
Matt, you're hooked up again there, buddy. Let's see here, another eater.
I would say so.
Oh, no, that's a nice walleye, man. Hold them up to your face. I mean, that's a nice fish. And, you know, I think it's your homemade jigs. No, I have missed a few. And I guess, you know, it's really important when you feel that bite, do you give them any time?
I don't. I stab them right away.
Do you really?
Yeah.
So as soon as you feel any pressure, set the hook.
Correct.
Matt, this time of year, walleyes can be kind of finicky as far as bait is concerned. And I noticed when I looked in your bait bucket right away that you got shiners and fatheads. Is there a reason you bought both of them?
Yeah, John, some days the fatheads seem a little better. Some days the shiners seem a little better. Fatheads are a little more resilient. If everything else dies, at least your fatheads will probably be alive.
We were fishing the Wolf River in Fremont, Wisconsin. A 1.5 hour drive from Milwaukee, 2.5 hours from Chicago, and 4.5 hours from Minneapolis.
Excellent. Oh, there's a good one. awesome.
Beautiful fish.
Look at how he ate that
He
too.
ate that Google Eye jig.
This is the Google Eye. It's available in a live bait series and then a long hook shank series. And what we did is we took a glass rattle and built it into the middle of the round jig head, and just bouncing it, and hits the bottom, that glass rattle's rattling and it's sending off vibration in this dirty water in this river, and that's the result right there.
This one's coming home with me.
I fish the Great Lakes, the small lakes of northern Wisconsin. What I love about the Recon is the amount of fishing space that I have, the way it gets on plane, the way it rides in big waves. It's just a great all-around boat.
They get up on plane quick, and you don't deal with porpoising like you do in a lot of other boats. These boats run flat.
This boat is so stable. You can have 3 or 4 guys on one side of the boat, man, and it is just perfectly stable.
These boats are designed by fishermen. Big space in the back here where I always fish, and then 2 up fishing in front. A lot of room up there as well.
And the great thing, the Recon is considerably less expensive than other boats in its class. To custom design your own Recon boat, go to reconboats.com. Folks, when I head out to fish, I always stock up on my favorite Baitmate fish attractants. Dale, I just put that Baitmate on, man. Baitmate offers a complete line of fish attractants and convenient spray bottles for every angler and every species of fish. They've got your bait covered. I also have the newest Baitmate delivery system in my boat, Baitmate Ultra Live Game Fish Dip. Simply flip open the lid and dip your bait for even application every time, and it's ideal for frequent casting. I just dipped that in the Baitmate, you know that? Improve your chances of catching fish with Baitmate fish attractants. It just makes sense. You know, Matt, I grew up fishing lakes and didn't have a lot of experience on rivers until I started this show. So if a guy is going to attack a river, what type of structure do you look for? Do you look for bends or what?
Yeah, John, every day is different. A lot of times it's around bends, sometimes it's deep holes. If on a cold day, maybe the warmer water might be in the bottom of that hole. Every day is different. I just sonar back and forth until I figure out where the fish are, and then go at them.
Now the Humminbird is a help though on a river too?
Oh, side imaging is a very important tool for me.
What are you looking for with the side imaging?
Looking for my fish.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. You know, there's a lot of different fish, especially in our system. But after you stare at that thing for a while, you can kind of figure out which ones are the good fish and which ones are rough fish.
Hey, here we go, Matt. And, ooh, there's a nice walleye. That's a real nice walleye, guys. I might need the net for this guy. Ooh, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Nicely done there, Matt. That's a beautiful walleye there, pal. And Blake, can you hold that rod there for me, please? Thank you. And there. Now there's a beautiful walleye. You think that one is a female, Matt? Yeah, look at the big tummy on there.
Yeah, I would guess.
Yeah, and that was cool, man. I was just kind of jiggling that jig a little bit and then doing the old drop, and he hit that one pretty hard. And Matt, you know, when you're fishing these rivers, it is interesting. You got waves of walleyes coming up all the time, and they're actually heading up all the way where they end up in the Shawano, New London area. But one thing I wanted to ask you, Matt, are these fish on the move all the time?
John, I think sometimes they move big time when there's current, warm weather. The sense of urgency, I think, picks up, you know, to get up to the spawning grounds. Other times when you have a cold front or not much current, I don't think they move a whole lot.
I think you might have found them. Oh, this is a nice fish too. This is a real nice one, Matt. Real good walleye. Real good walleye. Ooh, Matt, let's see him, buddy. Ooh, yeah, look at the size of that. It's a beautiful fish, pal. Nice job, Matt. Wow. You know, that's funny. You know, all morning, all we caught was teensies, you know. Well, we had that one nice one. But, man, you got us on a spot now, don't you, pal?
A little bit better ones here.
Are you kidding? A little bit better? That's awesome, man.
A jig fellow.
Yeah. And, you know, we did go to the heavier jig, though, didn't we?
Yeah, it's just so important to stay on bottom, stay in contact with the bottom.
What's going on, Blake? What is that? What can that be? What can, oh my gosh, look at that, a northern pike. Here we go, Blake. Here we go. There we go. Got her over there. Whoa, whoa, Blake.
Oh.
Now just, yeah, okay, there you go. Okay, there we go. There we go. Well, Blake, I'll tell you what, I don't know if you hooked that thing the right way, but whatever you did, you hooked it.
I thought that was the bottom.
You did?
First off, yes. And I've hit the bottom a lot today, but now I'm finally getting it down.
Well, actually what happened here was you snagged this fish. Oops. You snagged this fish by mistake. So if
How does that happen?
Well, when you're lifting up, when you're jigging like that, you must have just hit them. But yeah, I thought you had bottom too. So the rule on that, folks, in any state you're in, and in Wisconsin especially, if the fish isn't hooked in the mouth, you have to let them go.
Okay.
But yeah, when you're jigging like that, what was the deal there?
I thought it was bottom, like I told you, and then it felt differently after I started reeling more. And
Yeah. Well, let her go. Matt, what do you got?
I don't know.
Could that be a sturgeon?
Could be.
Any chances of getting them in when they're that big?
Could be.
Wow. Wow. You said it might be a walleye, huh, Matt?
I think so.
Okay, well, oh yeah, that is a beautiful walleye. And here's the deal, folks, that fish is snagged. Probably is that a big fish? But hand him right back to Matt. Now, that fish you can't keep, folks, and it's kind of interesting deal there, Matt. Look at the size of that thing, buddy. Is that a 9-10 pounder?
It's getting close.
Wow, look at the size of that, buddy. And he was snagged, so you gotta release him. But I wanna at least show the folks here how big these walleyes can get on the Winnebago system. And you think he might have like taken a swipe at it and then just got snagged, huh?
I think a lot of times they're taking, you know, we're drifting, a good half, 3/4 of a mile an hour. And so that bait's coming past them pretty quick, and they're all pointed, you know, the opposite way.
Yeah, right. Well, you gotta release her, but that's a beautiful fish, buddy. Yeah, let her go. That's nice. Yeah, beautiful. Well, let's see, Matt. That last walleye, oh, that's not a bad fish, man. What are you talking about? That's not Blake's breakfast, that's my dinner.
That's our bread and butter right there.
No, that was, you know, that last fish that you accidentally snagged, that was really interesting to see how big those fish can get here. And I think if you look at the walleye population on Lake Winnebago, the last couple of years I fished with you, there's a lot of those fish in the 15 to 22 inch range, aren't there?
Oh yeah, a bunch.
Oh, is that a big fish? But hand him right back. Hey, Blake, you know what? I'm really hungry for a Johnsonville Italian. Can you grill one for me?
Oh yeah, Dad, not a problem. I'm in the mood for a Johnsonville Italian too. The reason it's not a problem is because Johnsonville has done all the hard work for you. The Johnsonville Flame Grilled Italian Sausage are pre-grilled at Johnsonville, grilled marks and all. All you need to do is microwave for 45 seconds and you have a perfect Johnsonville Italian that tastes like it's fresh off the grill.
Oh, was that ever good? How did you grill a Johnsonville Italian that fast?
Well, it only took 45 seconds. The new Johnsonville Flame Grilled Sausages.
Awesome.
I'm Blake Gillespie here for Mills Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters. Whether you're looking for more capacity or to replace an older one, these EPA certified fuel tanks will give you years of reliable use. They come in several different sizes and are lighter than metal tanks, so you're sure to find one that suits your needs. Mills Fleet Farm has a variety of fuel transfer systems, and that's why I shop at Mills Fleet Farm, because I know they have everything I need.
Hi, Len Groom from AMSOIL here, and we're talking about new product today. We've got ATV, UTV oil change kits built by AMSOIL for a variety of Polaris ATVs and UTVs. With the growing popularity of ATVs and UTVs, this just made sense to do. It takes all of your outstanding AMSOIL products, puts them in one convenient kit. For more information, check out our website, amsoil.com, and look at the Power Sports Lookup Guide.
Whoever coined the phrase, less is more, wasn't much of a fisherman. He probably talked himself into a V6 when he could have got a V8, settled for 100 horsepower instead of 250, and went home empty-handed when he should have doubled down. Introducing the Solix series. From Mega Imaging to AutoChart Live to CrossTouch, Solix has all of fishing's most innovative technologies on our biggest screen ever. Because more is more. Only from Humminbird.
Hey, Blake, look at, oh, wait, Blake, what are you gonna do? Flip him in, Blake? Yeah. Flip him in, there we go. Hey.
Finally!
What did I tell you? Stick to it in this, right?
Yeah, it took me all day, but I finally got one.
That heavy jig makes a difference though, doesn't it?
Oh, a huge difference. When I switched that, I could feel it better on the bottom, which gave me more control of my technique.
Now I'm gonna show you something here. This is a male, and see, you can tell they're a male by that's the milk coming out there.
Wow.
So that fish is actually pretty close to spawning. What is wrong with you? Why are you laughing?
And now it's starting to snow.
Well, no, but I mean that's a beautiful eating walleye right there. But yeah, you got milk all over the seat there. What are you gonna do about that?
I'll have to clean it up.
Hey, no, nice job though. So what did it feel like?
It was just it hit really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good bite.
Well, good job. Now you can put him in the live well. There you go. What do you got? Look at that. She's so. Oh! Look at that walleye, Blake. Oh, there you go. Nicely done, Blake. That's a beauty. Where do you see this one, folks? Now, are you gonna lift this one up yourself?
No.
Oh, okay. That's a really nice walleye, Blake. There you go.
That hit on the way up.
Yeah. Oh, it did.
On the way up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what you learned how today? This is something you haven't done a lot. Is this vertical jigging, right?
Yeah, it's been tough for me, but once I get the hang of it, it's a lot easier.
You're beating me. Yeah. What do you mean? You know that? Hey, Matt, that's a beauty, isn't it, buddy?
Perfect.
Yeah. And isn't that fun though when they hit like that?
Yes.
Oh,
love that.
That's a great job there, Blake. Now, you gonna eat that one or let him go?
We gotta let him go.
Really? You think that's a female, Matt? Take a look there, buddy.
Quite possibly.
Okay, well, we'll let it go. Should we take a picture? Yeah, take a picture. That's really a very, very nice walleye,
hold
Blake.
on to that?
Yeah, come on, you can hold him. Now let's show her, Matt. How do you like to hold these, Matt? There's a good way to do this, right? Where you don't hurt the fish.
Yeah, they're pretty lethargic right now, so you can just hold on to their belly and then just kind of grab a hold of the gill right there.
And hold them tight. And Matt, I really love your philosophy though about letting these females go and keeping the males, you know?
Yep.
It does a lot for the system, doesn't it?
It does. When in doubt, you know, there's plenty of fish. If you stick your tongue out, you're gonna catch enough males for the frying pan.
It's now time to announce this week's winners of the Mills Fleet Farm John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2018 Fishing Contest.
This week's first winner is Roland Rick of Fond du Lac. He caught this 15-inch crappie on the Mississippi River on a plastic worm. Cody, Mr. Outdoorsman Simon of West Bend boated this 39-inch catfish on the Rock River on a jig and minnow. Anthony Heck of Colgate caught this 46-inch northern pike on a Washington County lake on a sucker. Mark Denauer of Oconomowoc caught this 29-inch walleye on the Fox River on a jig and minnow. And this week's kids winners are Mason Marchand of Hopedale, Illinois caught this 31-inch walleye on Mille Lacs on a fathead and jig, and Joseph Truskowski of Rochester, Minnesota caught this 41-inch northern on Silver Creek on a sucker.
Our adult winners will receive a $25 Mills Fleet Farm gift card, and our kids winners will receive a Plano tackle box. To enter is simple. Just snap a picture of your trophy catch and stop into your favorite Mills Fleet Farm store to pick up an entry blank. Or download an entry blank at fleetfarm.com. Mills Fleet Farm, your fishing gear headquarters.
Blake, now don't give him any slack, Blake. Do not pump your rod, just keep, oh, there you go. Do the old Blake flip in. There you go. Hey, Matt, she's not just a pretty face, is she? Oh, where's your walleye? Grab him. There you got this down.
I know, this is fun.
I know. And we got 2 minnows left.
Oh.
No, that's a nice walleye. Now, see, what I've been trying to teach you is to not pump your rod. Use your rod as the kind of the springboard up there, and just hold your rod up high and reel, okay?
All right.
But that's another gorgeous walleye. Now, you like this technique, you said?
Oh yeah. Now that I got a hang of it, it's become a lot more fun.
Were you proud of her, Matt?
She's doing great.
She is. That's a beauty there. You called that. That's funny. You put a waypoint in on that hummingbird. We were catching so many fish in this spot, and Matt just said to me, he said, "Be alert, we're in the area." Now that's the perfect eater right there, folks. We throw a lot of fish back. I'll bet you we've caught, 30 walleyes today. And again, this fishing's gonna stay good for another couple of weeks, and then the white bass come in. And Matt, I gotta ask you, do you have openings on your schedule to take people out?
Yeah, John, the dust just settled from ice fishing, and so now I'm starting in a book for the summer.
And again, the walleyes will be here for a while, and then the white bass. That's a lot of fun, isn't it?
Oh, it's an absolute ball, and we usually get walleye right alongside with the white bass.
Captain Matt Merten guides the Winnebago system on a daily basis. For more information, give Matt a call. That number is 920-410-2206. 410-2206.
Evinrude has taken the most advanced outboards in the world and added the best coverage on the water. During the Evinrude Perfect 10 sales event, get 10 full years of coverage, the very best protection in the industry, on all E-Tech engines and accessories. This exclusive limited time offer is valued up to $7,500. Only Evinrude lets you have it all. The world's best outboard with the world's best coverage. For details, visit evinrude.com.
If you fish, chances are you've used a mustad hook. That's all we use.
Mark, get him in there. Army tank there, Dale. Oh, there is a big boy. I mean, I just can't believe this, folks. Oh, let's see him, buddy. Look at that. That 10 seconds, though, makes a big difference, buddy. Well, that one is a gorgeous fish. Is that pushing 3?
It's 3. We're going to weigh it.
Mustad, the world's largest manufacturer of fishing hooks. Get the point? We did. Well, hey, thanks, buddy. Had a great time. He's a good teacher, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know where we're going to fish yet. We'll find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.
Hey, John Gillespie.